Okay, I have quite a wild one for you guys today. We're going to be checking out a new game that's going to be coming up very soon. It has a free demo available now on Steam, and this game is bound to cause some controversy. I'm going to show you what the game is right now. It is Woman Simulator. Yes, somebody decided to make a video game about what it's like to be a woman, experience life as a woman, cleaning, cooking, laundry, and no time to rest. Full immersion into the world of everyday choice. So this demo dropped, I guess, about 2 months ago. I'm finally getting around to it. Um, but when I first saw this, I was just like completely blown away by the concept. But at the same time, I'm not surprised because Steam has a lot of these simulator games of various degrees, and it seems that this publisher, Sabasa Games, that is what they make. We're going to take a look at some of their other games here. Very interesting designs in terms of the thumbnails and everything like that. Clearly, they are leaning heavily into meme culture. I'm not really sure anything about this company, but I assume they might be from a Eastern European or Russian background, given some of their games that they have listed here. I did pull up their website right here, and they clearly have not updated it in a long time because this is all about their very first game that they posted up on Steam. And they don't have any mention of any of their other games at all. It's just this one Escape from Grustovia game that they're talking about here. And yeah, clearly, I guess you can get in touch with them if you want. But before we get into checking out this Woman Simulator game, we're going to look at some of the reviews and comments from people that have played this demo. And we're also going to look at this game itself. In this game, you will play the role of a housewife and experience all the household duties firsthand. The incentive is a tyrannical husband who will watch you and punish inadequate quality of work. Oh boy. Oh boy, this sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? You'll have to cook, wash the dishes, do the laundry, iron and dry underwear and socks, vacuum and mop the floor, scrub the toilet and the windows. In addition, you need to keep an eye on your morale and your husband's mood. Take a bath to relax after cleaning. Flatter your beloved to get a new handbag since you can sell it and escape to a free life. Okay, so what a mind-blowing concept. And of course, you can see the woman here is barefoot, of course. Why wouldn't they be? Obviously. This seems like the makings of a tradwife simulator, except I guess without the Instagram reels and all that good stuff, right? Pretty much. So let's go ahead and watch this video here. Pop the headphones on, see what we got.
I love you very much.
Nice. We got a good old AI generated song. Of course, gotta have that. Here we are scrubbing the floor of the dirty footprints that are just everywhere. Picking up the random socks in the floor. Throwing the laundry in there, but not putting in laundry pods or sheets or anything like that, of course. Gotta do that. Stacking up like 1,000 dishes there. Like, clearly something's going on here. I wonder if there's any other aspects. She, of course, trying to run. She got an ankle bracelet, of course. Wow. Talk about an absolutely insane thing. And then, of course, she's got the Karen-type face with the mouth all angry and stuff like that. Add to wish list today. Probably not, but... ladies, let me know if this is accurate at all. Let me know if this is actually accurate. Nowadays, it's important to realize that there's people from all walks of life, and a traditional one person works and makes money, and another person stays at home, takes care of the household, the kids, the pets, all that good stuff. That's not really a dynamic for a lot of people anymore. There's a lot of people that live by themselves or they share responsibilities. Sometimes it's the guy that stays home and does this stuff, right? Um, but I digress. Obviously, there's a lot going on with this here, but we're going to check it out for ourselves. We're going to go ahead and boot up Woman Simulator right now. See what we can expect here. Would I expect this game to be an accurate simulation of what it's like to be a woman? No, I do not. I do expect that they're going to be leaning heavily into meme culture and this whole dynamic of, I guess, an abusive husband that you have to like completely satiate, I guess. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see. We'll get a little laugh out of this one and see how this goes. So let's go ahead and boot this game up. Switching over the input here. Okay, so I had to interject this little clip because I forgot to actually read the comments like we talked about earlier from people. Let's go ahead and look at some of these here from Only Luca, AI Slop Bro Get a Life. This unoptimized bloatware eats RAM like crazy just to generate literal garbage, driving up hardware prices for everyone. And for what? A woman simulator to pick up laundry? Groundbreaking. Imagine using AI just to reinforce brain dead shit. Absolute RAM muncher. They only put in 0.1 hours, so I don't blame them. I mean, but whatever. This person recommended it. Aside from the rage baity component it has, it made me think, why don't we have more horror games about women reality and why isn't it more exploited? If the dev steps aside from the easy joke and takes it seriously, he might have a gold mine there. This person played longer and didn't recommend it. They said, I played the whole demo and I can say I'm not impressed. Gameplay isn't great and there's absolutely no sound except for your ankle monitor going off and a random man yelling out of nowhere, which we did, spoiler alert, we're going to experience that later. This is being recorded after the fact, obviously. The demo really could have been a lot better, but it sucks. The only way to improve your mental state in game is by taking baths, which doesn't help much. You would think they could add in the ability to drink wine or something. The only other thing that bugged me is that the translation from whatever the devs speak isn't that good. I wanted to play this game for the memes, but it sucked. Sorry for that, silly goose. Here's somebody who claims to be a woman. I'm a woman. There's a lot of these things this game needs. First, I wasn't able to see the task, but I used my instinct and found the mop. Thanked God. I cleaned everything before I even found the task. I tried to clean the toilet, made the bed, and I can't. I can't even cook. Yes, woman needs to cook. Okay, fantastic. I have my doubts that they're a woman, but okay, maybe. Not recommend this game. Contains AI generated music and visuals, but does not disclose this fact in the Steam description. Yes, that definitely needs to be disclosed. This person recommended it. There's a lot of potential. You can't talk. There's a lot of potential for this game. The everyday domestic chaos cleaning is fun, but I wish there was more to do than just dishes, laundry, and floors. There's a soccer ball outside in the backyard, but no kids' room. The husband is suspicious and probably up to no good. I'd love it if we could find evidence around the house, connect with the detective on the computer to build a case with on the outside, find out why we're on house arrest, and discover the truth of our situation. It is a demo, so we have to keep this in mind. Maybe the developer has that intent. We'll see. It'd be really cool to have random events happen like deliveries, services, telemarketers, home appointments, and such. Maybe extra challenges that correlate to scheduled events. I wish the TV was interactable. I'd love to turn it on, have the news running for that world building feeling, and ads playing in between, or soap operas and telenovelas, or a music channel we can listen to while we clean around the house. I wish we could put away the dishes, fold, put away the laundry, make the beds, clean the windows, etc. I'd love to see real voice actors running the voice lines too. Okay. I hate being a woman. I hate being a woman. They don't recommend this. This person apparently is the opposite. Truly made me feel like a woman. Okay. Just waiting for it to pop up on the screen here. There we go. Okay. So here we are in the game. It's got like a little bit of a loading cursor right now, so I don't know why that's going on. We can look at the settings. Oh, whoa. Okay, that is quite loud. We need to turn that crap down. Yeah, so they got the, we'll just adjust all those settings down. Okay. So, got my graphics settings. They don't have any kind of FSR, unfortunately. It's just DLSS. So, I decided I'll probably run this game at 1080p just to be on the safe side. I imagine it's probably not graphically super intensive or anything like that. It looks pretty generic on that regard here. Let's look at the credits, of course. So we got a couple of different people listed here. We have it looks like a solo developer, FBI, whatever that means. I have no idea. And then they had one tester also. Okay, so let's see what we can expect out of this one here. Loading Woman Simulator. Okay. Oh, something popped up. It popped up like the house for like a split second, and now we're, I guess, into a little cutscene here. Okay, day one. Day one. Let's see what we got. All right. Okay. Wow. The mouse look is crazy. Crazy VSync. Let me see if I can adjust that because the screen tearing was pretty bad there. Okay. All right. That's better. That's better. Okay. So take a note from the fridge. So we got to look for the fridge here. Okay. Take note. All right, let's look at the note here. It's hard to actually kind of read that. Okay. Wash clothes, iron clothes, wash floors, wash dishes, hallway footprints, clean the floors of your own footprints. Okay. All right, so I guess we'll start with the dishes because we're right here. All right, we've got them. Let's go ahead and put them in the sink, I guess. All right, is that it for the dishes? No, it's not. It's a good thing we looked here. We would definitely have a very disapproving husband if we left any dishes behind. So go ahead and wash them. Oh, I see. Okay. Not really sure what to do here. Okay, try this again. Take. Take. Okay, I see now. So it didn't have any kind of contextual clues there, but you have to take both objects and then you can use your mouse to scrub along. It's not wanting to get that stuff for some reason. That's probably on purpose, I'm sure. Yeah, that stuff ain't wanting to come out at all. That's really fun. Is there any way I can use the dish liquid? Doesn't seem like there is. Okay, yeah, this is not working at all. Instinct, what's that do? What's this do? Instinct. Well, okay, so it's highlighting different things. I guess it's a little hint on where to go. Okay, so you just have to eventually scrub the crap out of it until it does a little shine to let you know that you did the deed, I suppose. But that particular spot, it's always hard to clean. All right, yeah, this is a lot of fun, guys. But, you know, it's necessary. We got to take care of our household chores regardless of our situations. We can't let everything go unkept and going straight into a mess, you know. It's important, of course, to know how to do all of this stuff. Okay, that one seemed to be easier to clean than the others, but whatever. Let's just go ahead and... Oh, that was... Okay, so it's got some very weird graphical effects if you accidentally wave your hand over too far. You can see... in particular where the sink is, there's like some weird shimmering effect there. It says a demo, mind you, of course, and it is important to note they said the full release would be Q2 2026, which I guess we're technically in now given that it's April, so assuming that they're complying with the release schedule, that is the time frame We can expect that within the next 2 months or so, this game should be released in its full version. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to look, but yeah, this is obviously not too exciting, but I mean, it is a simulator. I don't think it's meant to be exciting naturally. You know, it is meant to be a chore, so I guess that's what it is. Okay, but we got the dishes done. Let's see. I guess we can leave now. Okay. Let's try this instinct again. It's giving us the hints. Yeah, there's our footprints. I don't know why we'd be making that much traction with our footprints, but okay. Let's see. We got this here. Trying to grab it. Is this for like windows or is this floors? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we're just going to be... You just have to walk along and get all this dirt right here. Oh boy, we're having a lot of fun. The camera is really going kind of crazy with this here. You have to be very mindful of the way that works, of course. That looks clearly dirty, but apparently it's just a texture. And we left a footprint from when we were standing at... Or did we? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. There's a footprint right there. Yeah. Okay. All right, we've got this huge smudge on the floor here. Maybe we should try a different tool. Maybe this will work better. It says no. Can't grab that. Okay, that just floats in the midair. Okay, fantastic. Apparently this house defies the laws of physics. That's good to know. This does have a wider range than the other tool we were just using, so might as well. May as well indeed. Better tools is better. A giant, huge smudge right there on the floor for no particular reason. Let's see here. We got a can of pop here. Got this. Looks like some kind of applicator thing. I assume it's a woman thing, naturally. Gotta have that sitting there. Okay. Yep. Lots of fun indeed. Look at those random footprints. This husband apparently is just making work for us. That's clearly what's going on. Okay. I guess we'll get rid of this for now. It looks all right, I suppose. Okay. Well, that one doesn't defy the laws of physics, but this one does. That's cool. All right, let's look at our tasks. We've already completed 3 of them. We got to wash clothes, iron clothes, and apparently we missed a couple of footprints. We'll get back to that in a bit. Let's check out some of the other rooms. Oh, this is the bathroom. Okay, although I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Where is the laundry at? Would this classify as a piece of laundry right here? Yep. So that's a sock that we've got right there. Go upstairs. There's a weird looking AI spaghetti dog, apparently. I assume that's what that is. These are probably all AI generated, I'm sure, or ripped off of some other stuff. Okay. No, there's another sock. Let's pick that one up too. Okay. I guess we have both. For some reason, we just have socks randomly hanging out. Put clothes. I don't know what happened there. Oh, okay. Yeah, the UI is kind of weird with that. Okay. How many clothes was there? Let's look at the tab again. Let's see. I can't tell if that's a 3 or something else. Let's look around and see if there's other clothes. Okay, yeah, there's clearly other socks. Okay, I'm not sure why there's so many socks. That's kind of weird, but whatever. especially given that this woman we play as just walks around barefoot, so they're definitely not her socks. And I don't know why the husband's wearing more than one pair in a day. It's kind of weird, and why they're all like randomly in different locations. Like, is this supposed to be okay? We found something else. We got a underwear. It looks like too. Okay, and that apparently has some kind of weird stench to it. Okay, it's very picky about where we put them. So let's see, laundry. Let's see, I had a take option. Yep, there we go. Yep, sounds good. All right, let's see if we can start this machine. Okay, so it's going right now. 1246, mood 49.2. Okay, so okay, it definitely is going to take its time. It's probably something I should have did earlier while doing the dishes. That would have been more efficient, obviously. There's another cat picture right there, of course. We got a computer. Apparently use that. Oh, that must be the husband right there. Total chat, apparently. Oh, so that was the picture we saw earlier. But we have the actual thing. And then, of course, we have some woman that's not the woman we're playing as hanging there. This must be the guy's room. The man cave, I suppose. Okay. Let's see what other tasks. Hallway footprints. So I guess we can go ahead and clean up whatever we missed on that while we are waiting for that. That freaking... That washer is extremely loud. Okay, I'm spinning in place. Okay. Alright, what happened? Why did that happen? What was that? Is this like some kind of creepypasta game or something? Like, that is freaking wild. Take $500. Wait, what's this note here? What's this? For my dear wife who left you some money for the day. Oh, wow. Just gave me a $500 prepaid card. Okay. Remove. Okay, can I do something with this here? Okay. Now we're gonna use the instinct, see if it'll show us where those 2 footprints I missed are. Okay. They mentioned stuff like vacuuming and whatever. I'm assuming that's not in the demo itself, but that's going to be something that's going to come up later. Let's see how much more time we got on the machine. Wow, that's really taking its sweet time, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know where these other footprints are. Now, it said the mood went down. Oh, wait, that's increasing my mood ratio. Okay, that's weird, but okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is kind of crazy here. What was up with that crazy scream, though? I don't get that. I thought he was not home. It says he's not home until 2000. That would be like 8 p.m. Seems like the windows definitely could use cleaning. They're pretty smeared up, but it didn't list that as part of the daily tasks, so I don't know. And I never found that last footprint. It said hallway footprints. I guess we'll just go over it once more, since this machine's going to take a while. And eventually, heard some other machine go off there. Some weird beep. Okay. I'm starting to think that there is not an extra footprint, but this game's going to have some kind of aspect where it's actually impossible to complete all the tasks. There's going to be something that's going to throw us off. And, yeah. Gotta love how those baskets are nice and clean. We're really doing our best here. Apparently, when it comes to that, oh, my mood is absolutely terrible. Oh, that beep was probably the machine finishing up. Let's just drop that for now. He's probably also going to come home before that time listed there, just to be clear. Open. Take. Okay, now we got to do the ironing. Start ironing. Okay, I'm not sure. Take the iron too, or what? Okay, I'm not sure what exactly is going on there. Trying. Need washed clothes. Didn't we just wash them? Hold on. I don't know. Well, there is a dryer, but I can't interact with the dryer at all. Was I supposed to use all of the laundry pods? I mean, it was literally 6 socks and a pair of underwear. I don't think you would need more than one laundry pod for something like that. That would seem pretty ridiculous. You know, like obviously if there was other clothes involved, you know, you had a pretty good size load, sure, but that was a pretty small load of laundry. So, for some reason, every time I click on the mouse, it always diverts over to the laundry basket. Let me see what's going on with this here. Apparently I can stand right on top of the laundry basket. Okay, let's look at the mood meter. It's not doing great. We're not making any progress here at all. Need washed clothes. So I'm confused about this. Okay, let's, I can't pick up the clothes though. So clearly there is an issue with the UI that doesn't allow me to pick up the clothes, but it's also not acknowledging that these clothes are washed. And look at the nice shape we've got right here. I don't know why. I assume this goes into the meme stuff because the dev seems to be pretty big into that. Okay. So I guess our work here is done. I don't know. I really don't know what else I can do because I can't progress. I guess we're going to fail because obviously there is that one footprint or two. I can't tell if it's an 18 or a 19. It's very blurry. I'm sure it probably is more legible if I had the resolution up. That's something the developer will need to address, obviously, if they want to make their game a better product. So you're going to have that kind of interactivity where you're going to have like a list like that the player can read. It needs to be legible, obviously. Okay, so now that's no longer define the laws of physics. He might get pissed off if we do that, obviously. Wait, so I saw something. Nothing to place. Okay. There was something I could interact with here, but I guess not. Yeah, this isn't going too well, is it? Let's take the bath. Hopefully this doesn't have any kind of nudity stuff involved, because then I'll have to censor the stuff, obviously. So, can we interact with anything here in the bathtub? No, we cannot. We could just finish. I guess that improves our mood and also passes some time. Yeah, because the mood meter did go up. Yeah, it says clothes are washed. It wants me to iron them now. I guess we'll try that again. Okay. They did a pretty good job with the wall texture. It looks decent. Graphics are pretty basic otherwise. Nothing to write home about. Let's close the washing machine, obviously. Maybe we can start the machine again. You know what? Let's do one of these. Well, let's just see what happens. for science. Okay. Let's try this again. Start ironing. Okay, I can zoom in with the right mouse. I can't figure... I assume that this is some kind of mini game where we have to go along the thing for the iron. But I... Oh, wait. Well, let me take the iron now. Okay, now it will. Okay, now we can actually please the husband, I guess. Let's see here. Iron. Okay. All right, cool. All right. So you're just kind of tracing along this pattern, I guess, to complete the task. Very simple. Very easy to understand. Yeah, lots of excitement. Apparently I have to iron way off on the board here, not even on the actual sock. And this sock, for some reason, has a much larger pattern. Definitely a lot of busy work. It's not... Okay. Yep. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, this is not very enjoyable, as you can tell. I mean, I guess that's the point, perhaps? You know, they're trying to make this... I don't know. I have no idea what the intentions of the developer is here with this. But, I mean, as like aim for a joke, this is a pretty far reach. The only thing that was particularly interesting we encountered is that random jump scare from, like, what was it, about 10 minutes ago or something like that, when I was just in the hallway randomly, and we heard some random scream. I don't know if that was, like, something that maybe I could have interacted with by going outside the house. I mean, maybe somebody was in danger or something like that, and now they're probably dead because I didn't go out there. But, I mean... just kind of minding my own business, doing these menial tasks. You know, let me do my thing. Okay, did we actually do 7 of them already? Okay, maybe we did. Okay. Well, we just still got to find that hallway thing. I don't know where that is. Let's check out this computer. Messenger, unable to access the website. Response timeout exceeded. Okay, we got some weird loading bubble again. I don't know if that's the game or if that's the computer. So Boston Market, unable to access. Okay, so it looks like the internet is down. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Turn on VPN. Let's see if that makes a difference. Okay. Yep. Of course we do. Yeah, I don't think I like it here. Yep. It's a good thing that Ma'am is around for us. Mom, I mean. Okay. Okay, I guess that'll do that. Let's check out this sale now. Oh, this isn't in the demo yet. Wait. Hold on. What's going on? Oh, yeah, the machine ended. Okay. All right, well, nothing happened, obviously. But it was worth checking out. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff we cannot interact with right now. I guess the final product of the game, perhaps. There's a photo of us. I don't know, maybe a sister or friend. Could be the old man, as not the husband, but like the pops, you know. I don't know, it could be the husband. It is very possible that this may be a relationship, kind of like a certain, you know, White House person and their much older husband, possibly. Could be the case. We got a random cat here. Yeah, there's really not a lot that makes sense, but we do have a lot of cat memes. Pictures of cats everywhere. There is like a rodent as well, of course. There we got a beaver. Very weird. A very weird setup indeed. More cats. Right there. We got a chonky one right there, of course. No dogs. Haven't seen any dogs. Oh yeah, we already commented the husband having the pictures of these other women in his man cave. Of course. As to be expected. You have a couple of bedrooms here. Do they sleep separately? You could see that both beds are unmade here, and that's not a task that it's given us. That's really weird. Okay, it's starting to get dark. The game does have an actual semblance of a day-night cycle, it looks like. Let's see. We still cannot find that stupid hallway footprint. I guess we'll try to find it. But like I was saying, I am pretty convinced at this point that we're not going to find it. Yeah, and it makes us unhappy every time we use it. So should we bother even? I don't know. I guess we could hold this instinct thing. Wait, hold on. What's this here? Oh, yeah, we could open the fridge. Well, I mean, that's a problem, isn't it? Having an empty fridge? I don't think the husband is very, very satisfied with that. Let's put this, well, let's take it with us just in case we do randomly find this footprint. I don't think we're going to, but. Okay. So we don't have a kid apparently, but there is a soccer ball there. That's kind of interesting. More random women photos. Okay. I'm not seeing a footprint in here at all either. Yeah, I am 100% convinced we're not going to find this final footprint. So I am going to put this up. We'll see if we can leave the house, restock the fridge, so we don't starve to death. Because, you know, that is, of course, a part of life. Can we leave out? Okay, well, here's the back door. Can we kick the soccer ball, I wonder? No, that soccer ball is apparently glued onto the actual ground. There is no physics. We have our little ankle monitor. Obviously, this husband is just wanting to make sure to care for us. Oh, yeah, we're going to be in trouble, aren't we? We left the proximity. There's a garage. We don't have the garage door thing. Even though for safety reasons, we should be having... yeah. We don't have access to a car. That is absolutely weird that we have just a giant mailbox vending machine right on our property. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going to go on. I'm having a feeling we're going to get in trouble for this. Okay, can we sit down? Yeah, I cannot find this footprint. I have given up. on that. The game doesn't give me any sort of hint for that. So we're going to go ahead and progress time. We'll just see what happens. Oh, I see. We'll see what happens. Day over. Are we in trouble? Okay. There's our Chad husband right there, apparently. He's looking around. Let's see. Yeah, sounds good. Lines everywhere. Okay, I don't know what fupping is. Whatever. Maybe it's the company. Okay. All right. So now it's scoring us on our performance. Okay, it looks like we did pretty good there. Okay, he's not docking us too much on that. That's good to know. I honestly couldn't find the footprint, but okay. He seems to be pretty pleased. I don't know. I guess it wasn't a bad day for him. It definitely was a bad day for us. You know, this game is not remotely very interesting or enjoyable. I guess the jokes are a pretty deep cut because I don't really get it. You know, maybe somebody can explain in the comments if you're familiar with like the meme culture of this game. I mean, cat photos are known to be cute and fun, but they're kind of a dime a dozen, and I've seen a lot better than what I've seen in this game. And I don't really think there's much of a joke otherwise. Okay, so yep. Well, I guess we'll see how this goes. Didn't realize we're going to have that. I assume the game's going to put us up to another day in the life of being a woman. A simulation of being a woman. And I am not interested in seeing what that is going to bring us. Let's see, we can get more money. No note this time. I wonder what we do with the money. But here we are. We have more tasks. Let's check it out again. Looks like it's basically the same tasks. We just have more of them. And I don't give a shit. I really don't. This is kind of what I expected it to be, honestly. I didn't expect this game to be very interesting or fun or funny. And turns out I was right, but I don't know. Maybe some people enjoy it. So if you have played this game, you can let me know. Is this something you'd be interested in at all? The final product, maybe it'll be better. Who knows? I doubt I'm gonna bother with it. Because of the ankle monitor, we'll see if we can just run away. Okay, something's happening. It just forced us back. So we can hold shift to run. Yeah. I think we're done here, folks. I really do. Okay, so after I stopped the recording originally, I noticed something popped up on my screen here. It actually popped up a Google Docs form. I guess the developer was trying to collect some information about my opinions and whatnot. So we'll go ahead and answer this. Who are you, man, woman? I am man. But whatever. Okay. That's the only selections I have. Um, but whatever. Who cares? Who cares, right? How old are you? And then it has these age groups 50 or under. That's kind of interesting. Do they mean over? Perhaps? Um, since this encompasses anybody at the age of 50 or under, I'm just going to check that. Why not? What language you like to play the game in? There's a lot of options. Whatever. English, I suppose. Okay, what mechanics would you like to see in the game? Fun. What memes, jokes would you like to suggest for the game? Anything? There we go. Let's submit. Let's submit. We've given them our feedback. If you happen to enjoy this video, be sure to check out the video directly above me. It's going to show you the most recent video I've done, and then over in the other corner, the algorithm's going to send something fire to you. Hope you enjoy that, and don't forget, of course, to subscribe. But that's going to be the last line.